So today we're gonna talk about, is you ready for this? Genos. Beep. That hat in there, baby. Read that? Oh, it's backward, isn't it? Can you read that? Can you read that? Uruguay. Represent, man. If you fall again, I swear. Goodness gracious. These posters, man. They keep coming undone. It's an old school song. If you know it, hit that like button. Woo! So yeah, we're gonna talk about Genos-sama today. For your newest segment of Sugoi Anime. Ready? Everything keeps falling apart. So we're gonna start reviewing characters. Like I said, today's Genos. And just pretty much giving my thoughts of what I like about them, what I dislike about them, why they're appealing to me, for positive and negative reasons. Their strengths, their weaknesses, maybe kind of dissect a little bit about their psychology, kind of the way they think, stuff like that. Just kind of my overall opinion on each character that I do a review about. And like I said, today is specifically going to be about my boy that looks like a K-pop singer, Genos. So let's get into it, shall we? Alright, so we know that One Punch Man, the show, is obviously not just about Genos, and the main character is not Genos, it's Saitama, which in Genos' eyes, he sees him as his master, his sensei, which is funny because Saitama does not want to be called that or does not want a pupil at all. Saitama pretty much does not give a crap about anything. And I mean, if you've watched the show, you know why. He's too strong, he's too powerful, and because of that, he's just way too bored. Actually, I find it kind of funny because one of the times that when it shows Genos kind of stalking Saitama, for research purposes to find out why the freak Saitama is so damn powerful, he pretty much realizes that Saitama just watches a lot of TV. I mean, one of the things he does is watch TV for hours. Pretty much, he's a pretty boring guy, and so he, decides to give up his quest for stalking him, and confront him directly, and then that's when he becomes, Genos becomes Saitama's pupil. Now, Genos is arguably everyone's favorite character in the show. I say arguably because I know there's a ton of Saitama fans out there. I'm one of them, but sometimes I can't decide because the moments Genos has for his character development to show off who he really is as a person, there's just no way I can not fall in love with this guy. I mean, or Cyborg, whatever you want to call him. But he's just so respectable. He's just so sick. The way that he just lives his life. And he's a young dude. He's just 19. He's a 19-year-old cyborg, with a super dark past. And, they could totally make a spin-off series all about Genos's, his upbringing and his backstory when he was younger. Because, man, he had a tragic freaking upbringing when he was a child. His whole freaking family in town and everything was destroyed by a cyborg. And, he was barely left alive. And a doctor comes in, the scientist, and, turns him into a cyborg. And because of that, he's driven. He has this goal, not just to become stronger, because I think when he became a cyborg, especially when he fought Mosquito Girl, I think he thought he was kind of like at his peak. Possibly, you know what I mean? I don't know for sure because it doesn't go into details too much, but it's when he almost was killed by the mosquito girl, and when Saitama saved him, that he just could not believe this this normal human man, the strength that the monstrous strength that this person had, Saitama. So that's when he became his pupil. Well, he wanted to. Anyways, let's move on. I like Genos a lot because he, first of all, he's hilarious, and he doesn't mean to be funny. It's just the way that he is. He's funny. You know what I mean? Especially with Saitama, because Saitama has no patience. He doesn't care about anything. And Genos, especially that one episode when he's explaining his whole backstory, and he slowly gets faster and faster and faster the way he's talking, and Saitama looks like he's having like a freaking seizure. It's so funny to me, and I love that moment. It had me laughing. But just pretty much everything that he does, nonchalantly, he doesn't have like a sense of humor, but he's still funny. That's what I like about him. But yeah, besides that though, his view on everything, he's very righteous, he's very just, and above all else, his master Saitama is at the peak, you know what I mean? Saitama to him is more like a big brother, is what I see their relationship as, because especially when it kind of shows a little bit of when his scientist is talking to him, he's kind of telling, it kind of made it seem like, he talks to his scientists day and night about Saitama, and so that just kind of shows his admiration for this guy, for this man, Saitama. I think another funny part is when Saitama reveals what he did to be incredibly powerful, and Genos just does not believe him and starts to no offense, master, but please, it's not time for jokes, and Saitama's being 100% serious. Oh man, this show is just so good, man. But Genos, man, I just love when he's on screen, especially his fights, man. Oh man, his fights. When that song comes on, when his battle music comes on, it's gonna be an epic fight, bro. Dude, and the thing is, he doesn't win. He beats, okay, honestly, everything's coming back to me. I don't think he ever wins a fight, man. I think he wins fights, obviously, but the ones that they actually show, and when he's fighting a super strong guy or whatever it is, dude, he gets messed up. Even though his fight scenes are so sick, and he goes hardcore. He goes 0 to 100 fast, man, quick. But he gets wrecked. I mean, completely destroyed. Missing his face, half of his body, his limbs. It's ridiculous how messed up Genos gets in fights. But that's another reason why I like him so much, because he goes all out, man. He's not scared. He's not scared to back down. And, a huge part of it could be that he's a cyborg. But, man, this guy, man, he's not scared to fight for the people. And you know what I mean? And for me, that's just so cool. You know what I mean? It's just so respectable, like I said. He always pulls out some crazy freaking abilities and moves and power-ups or whatever that I'm just kind of dude, you have some freaking cool weapons. You know what I mean? His arm, when he's fighting Saitama, and his arms just he just puts them together, and just all of these rockets and lasers and everything comes out of his freaking arms, and he just blasts them at Saitama. Obviously doesn't work, but I was just damn, this guy's a mini freaking not just a tank, he's a souped up tank with freaking futuristic technology, man. This guy, he's got a huge arsenal. He's pretty much like Iron Man, dude, for real. And then when he uses his heart, his core, to try and destroy the meteor, he it looked like he was taking his own life force with that attack, with that blast, man. But it looked so cool. Like, I just love Genos. I love Genos. This guy is awesome. He's funny, unintentionally, but he's funny. He's very respectful, to his master, to people around him, and he's not scared to mad dog, the douchebags like that, rank A1 douchebag, like celebrity actor guy that like is a total dweeb and like a huge ass pretty much and like completely evil. I don't know what that guy's up to, but like he totally mag dogged him. He talked crap to him. He was not scared, bro. But, you start learning a little bit more about what's going on in the background in the Hero Academy, which is really sick. But anyways, more or less, I love Genos, and I think he's awesome. I think he's a huge reason, to get into One Punch Man. They've made a bunch of cool figures about him and like cute little Nendoroid ones like that I totally want someday. Who knows? But yeah, man, I just love Genos, dude. And I think, if first of all, obviously watch One Punch Man, but he's definitely a reason why you would love One Punch Man. Like I said, he's definitely up there. I haven't looked at like the ratings of what people think about him, but I know for a fact he's high up there in the rankings for people. I mean, in the actual show, he says he's number 6 highest ranked for popularity, and Saitama just spits everywhere because he's like, "What the freak?" But it's just so funny, and it's so true though. He's so cool, dude. But yeah, I love Genos, and I love this show, so I say watch it. And I love your guys' face, so freaking hit that like button because then I will like you. Okay, anyways, bye. I love your face. Bye.
Subscribe.